Back in.
Yeah.
Okay, and how soon did they say they were going to take that out?
And nobody caught it until I caught it.
I saw that. We have that.
It was
We're going
caught
to have that. We're going to put this on here. This whole thing's going up there. And it's going to be discussed more. I mean, yeah, that's surprising.
But nobody's. I didn't bring it to anybody's attention until today. So
Right.
it just made it. It just jumped back on there last few days ago.
Right.
And now, but now if you notice the one that you have in front of you, this is not blue line.
Right.
But any change is supposed to be in blue, so that everybody knows that.
We were actually helping people who just got arrested for medical marijuana, so it was for a good cause. But basically, as Don and you guys can talk about, the ordinance is coming down, and I would say from the perspective of a criminal defense lawyer, the most important thing that you guys could do to really help your fellow growers, patients, etc., would be to write to the city council and say that despite the ordinance, and you want regulations, you want to make sure that the way that they enforce this is by giving out business license citations, not making these people into felons. And that's a really, really important thing, because basically what the police will do is they're going to see these ordinances and they're going to then use that as a basis to continue to raid people, search them, arrest them, etc. And it's important for the city council to realize that even though you want regulations, that the consequence of violating those regulations should not be the loss of the right to bear arms or the other really bad consequences that come along with becoming a felon. So as Don has directed you, I think what you guys could do is go to write the city council and inform them of that. And inform that you'd like there to be a section in the ordinance that says a violation of this ordinance should constitute a business license violation. The point is that we want regulations, but we don't want our fellow citizens to become felons. We don't want them to be able to not have to be able to get a legitimate job in the workplace. Let's assume these people want to leave the medical marijuana world. We don't want them to become felons. So I think that's the most important thing you can do. And of course, if you know anyone who gets arrested, go to court to help support them. It's always helpful to have people in the audience that are even wearing "I'm not a criminal" t-shirts, even though it's kind of embarrassing or you're worried of what's the judge going to say. It's important to get that message across that these people are not criminals, these are not felons, these are not people who should be going to state prison, and that if people are violating these provisions, then that's a business license issue. That's an issue for the Business and Professions Code. That's not an issue of immorality. It's not something that should make someone a felon for life. And that's the only advice I can really give you guys. Good luck. Hope you get arrested.
Possibly you could put something in there saying that violation of these statutes or directives are only directed to a nuisance lawsuit, not an arrest.
The enforcement provisions make each separate violation of the ordinance a misdemeanor infraction, basically not. And I think there may also be some nuisance stuff in there. The problem is, of course, the police department uses it as a cue for a criminal raid, and then they want to file charges for possession of intent and all that.
If you opened up an adult entertainment establishment or open up a bar without a liquor license, you're talking more or less the same thing, but they will come in and they will raid and they will arrest. So to make this kind of request is completely going against what's
Well,
already,
no,
procedures that already been established.
But they're not. They're being arrested for a business license violation. They're not saying that they're felony possessing alcohol for sale. They're not trying to make them into felons. There's a big difference between that.
It's absolutely illegal, and they will arrest, they will raid and arrest if you are selling alcohol without a liquor license.
Right, for as a misdemeanor, but it's not something that you can go to state prison for.
No,
That's the
maybe
big
not. They shouldn't just, any way you can say, not that, more misdemeanors to the book. Now this guy, the city attorney, because he wants some power, right? He'd like to, show these big
He's going to
shots.
save face too, because he's already put himself out there by saying it's completely illegal, and now he's going to allow it. He's going to go raid these places that don't
The
shut
city
down.
attorney can't really do. I mean, the city attorney can only enforce misdemeanor offenses anyway. It's not that they can enforce felony offenses.
Anyway, they could arguably put avoid misdemeanors added to this.
Well, we can certainly argue. There's so many things we want to change in this ordinance, so we can add that in long list.
Or maybe it
I
could
agree
be.
with Brad. It's unlikely they're going to agree with us.
Well, how about this idea? Throwing this out there, like maybe make it a misdemeanor, but just like the possession of less than an ounce, which you can only get $100 fine and no probation. I mean, something like that would, no one's going to be stuck in the system on probation to LA County, whatever.
So it's about
Yeah. Make it like 11357B, which is a $100 fine. So there are two offenses right now, either furnishing under an ounce or just possession of under an ounce. They're both misdemeanors, but only carry a $100 fine maximum, no probation.
But yeah,
Something
possession,
like that.
but if you're talking about a dispensary that's has more than an ounce in its possession, and they're selling it, they're gonna get arrested for possession with intent to sell.
No, I mean, I
And for
understand.
sales.
Well, look, we all make money
That's
off of
why
this kind of
she's
whole thing,
saying
doesn't happen,
we need
you
to
know?
protest the council and say, make it a business license misdemeanor issue and not target
No
these
jail
people
time, you know?
as a criminal felony.
Correct.
The statute, the ordinance says that if they violate state law, obviously they're in violation. That's what they should do. They should start adding more criminal statutes. You violate state law, you're in trouble, either for you sell more than an ounce, or any quantity over an ounce, or an ounce. It is a crime, so let's leave it to that. We start putting the statutes, the misdemeanors in there. This seems to me another waste of law enforcement resources. Just an idea. We're just hoping people will get
Yeah.
arrested, that's all.
I was telling you before you guys came in that I sent a letter to Chief Bratton when we first started writing language around enforcement, saying, don't use any criminal resources to do this, keep your cops, like, there's a better way, these, sales are legal. And I got a very polite letter back for the first time from the police department. It was a very nice letter that said, I'd offered to help them craft a policy. So thank you very much for getting advice from the city attorney, and that will do.
Is there established quantity right now in Los Angeles?
There isn't really an established quantity.
Well, for retailing, I mean, in
There's
your
no
collective,
retail.
there is for the
You can
collective
give-
members to possess or to.
You could give
It's
away
up
up to
to
an
you.
ounce, give away up to an ounce of marijuana, it's $100 fine.
Yeah.
Sell any amount of marijuana, it's $2, okay? And that's the nature of the law.
Right.
Says anything for other than personal use, if it's over an ounce, misdemeanor, up to 6 months in jail. If it's possessed for sale, then it's a felony. So you can sell any amount, if you have any amount possessed for sale, they can preserve it as for sale, not for personal use. So it does expose everybody, and as the gentleman says, we bust it, but I think more statutes and more misdemeanors added to the books, it just seems like overkill. We've already got the state law.
Yes.
Why add more additional stuff to it?
Very much. Allison, what's the best way for the people in this room to stay out of jail?
Yeah.
First of all, don't travel around with more than an ounce. We're not telling, we know that under state law right now you can have up to 8 ounces, but you have more than an ounce, you might get arrested for something. So travel with under an ounce, and don't consent to a search, and don't make any statements to the police. That's the best advice I can give everyone. And also, one big thing is, if you're transporting for a dispensary, and you have agreements, whatever it is, and you're stopped by the police, I would say, again, don't say anything. You can present your defense later. Once you start getting into, I'm doing this for a dispensary and I work for that, it becomes very complicated, harder to put on your defense. Especially because, as lawyers, we know that marijuana experts will testify that up to 6.5 pounds can be personal use. So there's no need to go in and try to fight your case out with the police officer, okay? You have a particular quantity, you have your defense. Once he stops you, you have over an ounce, he's probably not going to just let you go. And anything you say, of course, can be used against you, and also can be changed, manipulated, put into a police report, and then you're fighting against a bunch of lies. So